Hi there YouTube. We're just about to step into a room containing about 270 pairs of my 300 pair sneaker collection. The collection's made up mainly of skate shoes and basketball shoes with a few lifestyle designs chucked in as well. The collection's been accumulated over many years, 20 or so years, and I've never actually displayed it in this manner before. So yeah, let's go in and have a look. On the right hand side you can see one rack. This is made up mainly of Nike SB and Vans designs. Turning around to the left and the second rack, we can see mainly Supra designs on this rack here. We're going to focus in on the left hand side rack in this video. Later video will show you the other rack. So let's step on over and have a look at the first pile. This is the Lakai pile. So obviously right in the heart of skate shoe territory with Lakai. And the main composition of this collection is the Telford model. I was really spewing back in about 2004, late 2004, when I missed copying the Sky High design that Lakai put out. So when the Telfords hit the market as a replacement to the Sky High, I jumped in. The collection you see here is 4 different colorways. Probably the most limited of these is the white silver colorway you're looking at now, which was a limited release with ABC consolidated, yeah, that came out in about 2007. The first pair of Lakais that I picked up, you can see on the screen now, was the MJ3. This sneaker was really cool for its time. Kind of modeled on the Adidas Campus Volk, but yeah, really sick shoe, Moving across, we head into the Emerica collection, which is basically comprised solely of McNally design. So those of you who remember the McNally shoe, it came out in 2006. But the real crowning colorway of this one is the McNally Bishop. This is the green and gold colorway. Now, some people really dug this colorway, others hated it. I really loved it. And I rocked it with the gold laces, but it's still going, and I dig that one out occasionally. I have most of the other colorways of that design, the black, the blue and black, red, etc. There are a couple of colorways I missed out on, but I have most of them there. Next to that, if we focus in, we got Osiris. Now, obviously, for those who know their skate shoe history, Osiris were massive during the late 90s, early 2000s. But what you're seeing in front of you here is there are some later models that they put out, primarily when they had their second wave of popularity through the Bronx and the NYC 83 models. I do have a number of older pairs of Osiris. They're in another location. And I'll present those in a separate video. But what you're seeing here is my Bronx collection, the majority of it, with the highlight probably being the black lime patent version of that shoe. That was a massive success for Osiris and a very cool sneaker, very cool indeed. So really happy to have that one in the collection. Moving down, we head into the Supra lines. Starting with the Vader, and you can see with most of the Supra lines, you can always tell the earlier models from the later models because the box quality obviously deteriorates the longer you go with the newer models. But what you're seeing in the Vaders that I have here, the highlight's probably the yellow patent colorway there, and that's just such a sick shoe. Yeah, worn that a few times. Probably need to dig that one out again. But yeah, a really cool shoe, the yellow patent. Moving along, not much else in the more recent colorways that's of note here. The latest being probably the District 13 Hunger Games release that came out last Christmas. Under those, we can see a couple of stray designs. I only have one of the Soprano High and one of the Thunder High. They're both red. The Soprano is the red Death Wish version with the Death Wish skate brand printed on the back of the shoe. That's a really sick design. The Jim Greco Pro model. Heading down from that, we have a couple of other strays. The first release, Atom, from a couple of years ago. That was the black and white with the black patent at the back. And a couple of the Falcon colorways as well. The cheetah version and the purple velvet colorway, which really pops and really gives some cool comments when it's worn. Moving across from there, we head into the beloved TK Society collection. And this really extends for 2 shelves. You can see the early releases of the TKs there. The grey patent and the purple suede of note. Then heading down into the releases not long after that. So a couple of limited releases here. The Rising Sun really stands out. That's such a cool design. That was in the tough material. Then heading up again, we're heading into some Society 2s on the next shelf, with the last tranche of releases of the TK being the magenta there. And I have 4 colorways of the Society 2s as well. Probably of those, that the most notable is the red and gold snakeskin version there, which you see on camera now. Moving across now, we're going to head into the Skytop designs themselves. I'm just going to move these boxes out of the way so we can see. Heading into the really early release Skytop designs here at the bottom, the black dot and the purple camo. I do have another of the first tranche Skytop releases, which I'll come to in the second vid, because they're so treasured that I kind of kept that one separate. But these are the earliest that I have out here: the black dot and the purple camo. Heading across, we've got a number of the releases that came out after that. The Kamikaze, the active teal silver, that's a cool design. Purple crackle, etc., etc. It's fair to say that I've got enough Skytops in this collection to probably last 2 weeks without wearing the same colorway twice. But that was just such an iconic release for its time, and really glad to have some of those colorways that Supra will never release again in the collection. Moving across, we head into the Skytop 2. Now, this really just rocked. This just rocked when this came out. And I'm talking really about that black gold colorway. Now, I have 3 pairs of that sneaker. That's how much I love it, and how dope it was. The version that you're seeing now, along with the gradient underneath it, is probably the more battered pair of them all, because they're the pairs that I wear out the most. The other couple of pairs are effectively in dead stock condition, so really should be cool to bust them out at some point in time when no one else has got that amazingly cool gold colorway. Moving up through the next shelf, there's really just all Skytop 2s here. They set the tone with those first releases, and I was addicted. And really, I've got every limited release I could afford. I picked up the Black Flag, the Just Blaze, the Firecracker, and the Kamikaze there in the more recent limited release collabs. Heading up a shelf now, we're heading up into the more specialist later Skytop releases. I wasn't as big a fan of the Skytop 3 and the Skytop 4, but nonetheless still picked up a couple of colorways of those sneakers. The most notable there being the Kamikaze. I had the Kamikazes in the other release Skytops, so it was kind of a must cop to keep that collection going with the Skytop 4. The other shoe I really want to point out here is the Raider High. This was one of the first releases Supra put out on the market in 2006. And this is the white dot version of that shoe. This sneaker really gets some comments. When it first hit the market, everyone was commenting about it. You know, what are you wearing with those? What are you wearing when I rocked them? And of course, no one had heard of Supra at that point in time. But of course, with the Skytop release, the Raider High kind of got overshadowed. But it's still a really sick shoe. And hopefully a few of you guys out there still have a copy of or print run of that shoe. Just sensational. Moving across, we get into the DC lines. Not much really of note in my DC collection here. The one I probably would point out is the MSDC Xander. That was a limited release with a clear sole. Some really cool graphics on that one. The Galactica, you can see a couple of shoes up there. Yeah, there it is. that Galactica, the Galactica's now off the market as well. DC have toned down their acts as far as high top goes. High top designs go, and that Galactica, they may not actually put that one out again, so really, really good to have that one in the collection. And then the Admiral Sport, I picked this one up second hand. I couldn't afford the first cop of this release, but this is the metallic silver colorway, and that really shines. That really shines when you wear it. Really cool sneaker. Heading above that, we have a number of lifestyle releases up here. I don't really have any more room to put these bags in, but these are releases from a Korean company called By the R. By the R kind of make a lot of dark wear, a lot of leggings, but they've really got some really cool high top designs. Most of these are in the black and the white colorways, with the exception of the pair that you can just see in the transparent bag here, which is really popping. This one is a studded leopard, snow leopard design. A really cool high top for when you really want to stand out. So it's either your thing or it's not your thing. If you like dark wear, dark hoodies, dark leggings, silver stuff, stud stuff, then do check out By the R. They're, as I said, a Korean company, and they have a website. Just check them out if that sort of style interests you. Moving down to the floor to finish off part one of this collection video, we're heading into my day-to-day sneaker collection. These are the sneakers that I skate in, and you can see as I just move the curtain out of the way there. Most of these are pretty beat up. Yeah, you can see on the sole there they've been pretty much worn through. The Janowski models, these are fairly much all Janowski lows. There's a couple of pairs of Janowski mids. There's a pair missing there. That's the pair I wore today. I haven't put back yet. But that's the pink pair of those actually. That's the mids at the end. But you can see they're all pretty beat up. But they were made for skating, and of course Janowski. This release made it just such an iconic shoe that really it's kind of one of the ones once you've started skating in them, they're so light that it's kind of difficult to lose them and to head back to the traditional sneaker brands. But with that said, I do still skate some traditional sneaker brands as well, and I do like the latest Emerica Reynolds Low release, which you're seeing on screen now. Moving across, and of course you've got the old favourite, the old traditional favourite, the Skate High, and this pair, as you can see, pretty beat up there. But again, they were made for skating, so that's what I do with them. Anyway, we're out of time on this video. Hope you enjoyed part one of the collection. Stick around for part two, which will be following in the not too distant future. But hope you enjoyed it. That's part one of my sneaker collection. Yeah, well, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Bye.